This is a spiritual conversation between Bijoy Krishna Goswami and Shankarnath. It was a quiet evening in Nabadvip, where the Ganga flowed gently under the golden hues of the setting sun. The air was filled with the distant sound of kirtan, and in a small ashram near the riverbank, Bijoy Krishna Goswami sat in meditation, radiating peace. His disciple, Shankarnath, had been restless for days, struggling with the deepest spiritual question, who am I? No matter how much he meditated, the answer eluded him. One evening, he approached his Guru and asked, Guruji, I have heard that self-realization begins with the question, who am I? But no matter how much I ask, I find no answer. Why? Bijoy Krishna Goswami smiled and gestured for Shankarnath to sit beside him. After a moment of silence, he said, Before asking, who am I, ask first, how am I? Shankarnath was confused. Guruji, what do you mean by how am I? How will that help me find out who I am? The Guru picked up a small clay pot filled with water and asked, Tell me, my child, how is the water inside this pot? Shankarnath looked at the water and said, Guruji, the water is still and clear. The Guru then stirred the water with a stick, making it cloudy and unsettled. Now, how is the water? Guruji, now it is disturbed and unclear. Bijoy Krishna Goswami smiled. Just as water can be still or disturbed, your own state of being keeps changing. Sometimes you are peaceful, sometimes restless. Sometimes happy, sometimes sorrowful. If you do not even know how you are in this moment, how will you understand who you are in eternity? The Guru then asked, So tell me, right now, how are you? Shankarnath closed his eyes and reflected. I feel restless, Guruji. My thoughts are many. My emotions rise and fall. Bijoy Krishna Goswami nodded. Good. Now, just observe this. Do not try to change anything, simply notice how your mind and body keep shifting, just like the water in this pot. After a few minutes, Shankarnath felt a strange stillness. He opened his eyes and said, Guruji, as I observe my thoughts and feelings, I realize that they are separate from me. They come and go, but something within me remains the same. The Guru's face glowed with wisdom. Now, my child, you are ready to ask, who am I? If your emotions, thoughts, and body are constantly changing, then who is the one witnessing these changes? That which remains unchanged, what is it? Shankarnath's eyes widened. Guruji, if my thoughts are not me, if my emotions are not me, and even my body is changing, then I must be something beyond all this. Bijoy Krishna Goswami gently placed his hand on Shankarnath's head. Yes, my child. You are not your thoughts. You are not your emotions. You are not even this body. You are the eternal awareness that witnesses all things. That is your true self. Tears of realization filled Shankarnath's eyes. Guruji, I see it now. I was always searching for the answer to who am I, but I was lost in my changing thoughts and feelings. Now I know I am the unchanging presence, the silent witness, beyond all fluctuations. Bijoy Krishna Goswami smiled and said, Now, whenever you feel lost in your mind, do not fight it. First ask, how am I? Observe it. Then ask, who is observing all of this? And you will always return to your true self, pure, infinite, and free. That night, as Shankarnath sat in silent meditation, he no longer searched outside for answers. He had found the path within. He was no longer just a seeker, he had begun the journey of self-realization. Moral of the story. Before asking who am I, first ask how am I? Observe your thoughts, emotions, and body without identifying with them. Realize that everything you experience is temporary, but the one who observes never changes. That observer, that pure awareness, is your true self. You are not the changing waves. You are the vast, infinite ocean beneath them. Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Shri Radhe.